Kurinji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
Kurinji Educational Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurinjischoolnkl.in.
In continuation to the last class, in this class we are going to discuss next continuous problems. Those are exercise problems 4, 5 and 6. Okay, right. So first we will go through the fourth problem. See here. So it is what in our previous class we concentrated up to third problems. Problem number third. In this class we are going to focus on from fourth problem onwards. Okay, right. See this. In a Young's double slit experiment, the fourth problem is in a Young's double slit experiment, the slits are separated by 0.28 millimeters. This is the distance for up to which slits are separated. That is what small d. So when I am explaining this problem, you have to keep the Young's double slit experiment picture, right? So that Young's double slit experiment in your mind. Okay. See, if you observe carefully in this problem, in a Young's double slit experiment, the slits are separated by 0.28 millimeters and the screen is placed 1.4 meters away. 1.4 meters away. Okay. So when he is giving this information, immediately you have to catch small d is 0.28 millimeters and capital D is 1.4 meters. Capital D is 1.4 meters. Okay, right. Afterwards, the distance between the central bright fringe and fourth bright fringe, the distance between central bright fringe and fourth bright fringe is measured to be 1.2 centimeters. Is measured to be 1.2 centimeters. Okay, right. Afterwards, what he is asking to find? Finally, he is asking to find, determine the wavelength of light used in the experiment. Determine the wavelength of light used in this experiment. Okay. So you focus on the problem. First, you identify what are the things they have given. What are the things they have given? Then you just decide what are the quantities, what are the quantity or quantities we should find. Okay. And if we keep the picture or the experimental setup what we had in case of Young's double slit experiment, so based on that you can write, that is what small d and capital D, and that is what x4. x4 is the distance between the central bright fringe and fourth bright fringe, right? So 4 is indicating that the distance between the central bright fringe and fourth bright fringe is measured to be 1.2 centimeters. 1.2 centimeters. Okay. So the centimeters you have to convert into meters, not only centimeters. So I used to tell every time when we are going to do one physics problem, right? When we are going to substitute the numerical values in a given physics formula or in the known physics formula, all the physical quantities must be in one system of units, right? That is the condition, that is the thing we have to follow everywhere. Okay, right? Otherwise we won't get correct answer, no. So the cancellation will be there. So after completion of cancellation, we are going to find what he is asking. Okay, right. So see this, in a Young's double slit experiment, the slits are separated by 0.28 millimeters, right? That if we convert into meters here, 0.28 into 10 to the power of minus 3 meter. And the screen is placed 1.4 meters away, right? So it is as usual in meters, right? Okay, no problem. Next, distance between the central bright fringe and the fourth bright fringe is measured to be 1.2 centimeters, right? That is what, if we convert into meters, 1.2 into 10 to the power of minus 2 meters. Okay, right. Now, you know the formula for position of nth bright fringe, right? We don't know. We need not to bother about, according to this problem, it is what, fourth bright fringe. Okay. But irrespective of number of bright fringe, the general formula, that is what, position of nth bright fringe, xn is equal to small n into capital D lambda by small d, right? So you know very well, that is what, capital D is the distance between the slits to the screen, and small d is the distance between the two slits, and lambda is the wavelength of light what we used while doing Young's double slit experiment. Okay, and n is the number of fringe. Okay, right. According to the problem, he is talking about central bright fringe and fourth bright fringe. Okay, so here it is what, fourth bright fringe, x4 is equal to, here in place of n we are writing 4, x4 is equal to 4 into d lambda by d. x4 is equal to 4 into capital D lambda by small d, right? Or if you write lambda as a subject, that is what, lambda is equal, because he is asking to find wavelength of light used in this experiment. Okay, so the wavelength of light lambda is equal to, that is what, x4 into small d by 4 into capital D. That is what, substitute the given values. So as I told already, while substituting the numerical values in a given physics formula, all the physical quantities should be in one system, either SI or CGS, no problem. Because if suppose if you go for NEET or mains level, mains question paper or mains grand test, whatever it may be, means there are MCQs, there are 4 options. Suppose you got answer in SI unit, that is what, SI system, but all the options are available in CGS or other units, then you can convert, it's not a problem. But basically, while substituting the given values in one physics formula, all the physical quantities must be in one system of unit, right? So this sentence you have to keep in mind always, right? So do this mathematical calculation, that is what, multiplying and dividing, right? So finally we will get it as 6 into 10 to the power of minus 7 meters, 6 into 10 to the power of minus 7 meters, right? So this 6 into 10 to the power of minus 7 meters, you can write it as 6000 angstrom unit, 6000 angstrom unit. Okay, just we are converting meters into angstrom units. Okay, right. So this is about fourth problem. Next exercise problem, that is problem number 5. Okay, see here. So this problem is also related to Young's double slit experiment. You please be focused on Young's double slit experiment. Okay, I hope already you learned what is the Young's double slit experiment, what we discussed in the chapter of wave optics. I already told you at the time, it is a very important 5-mark question, and the formula, whatever the formula we have, that is important everywhere, either in board point of view, 1 mark or 2 mark or 3 mark, right? And either in NEET or mains point of view, the formulas whatever we are getting in the Young's double slit experiment, romba important, right? Very important. You know, if you see that grand test question paper, right, you are getting beta is equal to lambda into d by d. That is what, fringe width formula, every exam almost, right, one question. That is what, beta is equal to lambda into d by d, right? That is the importance of this question, and the formulas, what formulas or relations what we are getting in this experiment, Young's double slit experiment. Okay, right. See this next problem, 5th problem. In Young's double slit experiment using monochromatic light. So monochromatic light means which consists of single wavelength. Mono means single, chromo means color. Monochromatic light means single wavelength. For example, if you take white, that is not a monochromatic, which is polychromatic because it consists of 7 colors from violet to red, VIBGYOR, right? So violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red, right? So VIBGYOR means, remember the 7 colors: violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. So 7 colors are present in white color light, so that white color is not a monochromatic, it is a polychromatic. Suppose if you want to take a monochromatic light, you have to take the primary colors, that is what red, blue, green, RBG. So anyone you can take, it's not a problem, right? That's why he mentioned specifically in Young's double slit experiment using monochromatic light of wavelength lambda, right? Remember one thing, in one physics problem, every word is important, because you may think that whether they have given monochromatic or polychromatic, we may get the same answer. No, it is 100% wrong, right? So it depends upon every word. So here he mentioned monochromatic light means answer will come according to that only, right? If you change that into polychromatic, we are not sure about the same answer. That's why whether it is useful or not in calculation, that is not matter, but it is linked to the concept, right? So that's why every word is important, right? In Young's double slit experiment, using monochromatic light of wavelength lambda, the intensity of light at a point on the screen, the intensity of a light at a point on the screen where path difference is lambda is k units, where path difference is lambda is k units, right? What is the intensity of light? What is the intensity of light at a point where path difference is lambda by 3, where path difference is lambda by 3, okay? So that's what he is saying. So he is saying that what is the intensity of light at a point where path difference is lambda by 3, path difference is lambda by 3, okay, right? And if you observe carefully here, this is what P is equal to lambda by 3, P is equal to lambda by 3, that is what path difference, right? And phase difference phi is equal to 2 pi by 3. You know that, if you know the path difference, you can find the phase difference, right? If you know the phase difference, you can find out the path difference, okay, right? Next, see here, intensity at any point on the screen, intensity at any point on the screen, I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus 2 square root of I1 I2 cos phi, 2 square root of I1 I2 cos phi, that is what intensity at any point on the screen, I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus 2 square root of I1 I2 cos phi, okay? This is what the formula we had to find intensity on a screen at any point, right? Next, let I naught be the intensity of either source, I naught be the intensity of either source, then you can write it as I1 is equal to I2 is equal to I naught, I1 is equal to I2 is equal to I naught, okay? Afterwards, if you observe carefully here, it is what okay, it is what the I is equal to 2 I naught. See here, I1 is equal to I2 is equal to I naught means here you can write I naught, here also you can write I naught, here also the same thing. It is what I naught square will come, that is what I naught into I naught square, and the square root is there, that's why 2 I naught. So 2 I naught plus 2 I naught cos phi, mathematically, right? I am talking mathematically. So it is 2 I naught, and here also 2 I naught, 2 I naught plus 2 I naught cos phi. So if you take 2 I naught as outside, 2 I naught into 1 plus cos phi, I is equal to 2 I naught into 1 plus cos phi, right? The same thing you can write it as 4 I naught cos square phi by 2. Here we are using trigonometric formulas, right? We didn't do anything, right? Here we are not talking about the concept. From this, how we are getting this step means it is purely trigonometric formulas, right? So it is what 1 plus cos phi is equal to 2 cos square 5 by 2. 2 cos square 5 by 2. So, it is what? 4 I naught into cos square 5 by 2, right? 4 I naught cos square pi by 3. This is what here in place of 5 we have to write 2 pi by 3, right? 2 pi by 3 by 2. So, 2 will get cancelled, pi by 3. You know that pi by 3 means 60 degrees now. So, cos 60 is sin 30 is equal to 1 by 2 now. So, it is what? 1 by 4 will come. 4 I naught into 1 by 4. 4 I naught into 1 by 4, right? So, that is what? K by 4. So, it will become as I naught, but finally it is what? K by 4 will come. So, that is the intensity. What is the intensity of light at a point where path difference is lambda by 3 means it is what? K by 4. I naught is equal to K by 4. Okay, right. So, this is about fifth problem. Next, problem number 6, right? Problem number 6. Okay, right? Problem number 6. See here. First observe the problem carefully, then we will go for solution, right? A beam of light, so you have to understand what is beam of light, right? So, a beam of light consisting of two wavelengths 650 nanometers and 520 nanometers is used to obtain interference fringes in a Young's double slit experiment. Okay, a beam of light consisting of two wavelengths 650 nanometers and 520 nanometers is used to obtain interference fringes in a Young's double slit experiment, right? So, you know that nano means 10 to the power of minus 9. Okay, so what is the interference means? You know, that is what superposing of two waves, right? So, that is what path difference and phase difference also. You know, when we were in a discussion about the interference concept, we discussed very clear. Okay, so here a beam of light consisting of two wavelengths 650 nanometers and 520 nanometers is used to obtain interference fringes in a Young's double slit experiment. In a Young's double slit experiment, right? There are two things, A and B. See here, first we will go through the A and then we will go through the B. Even explanation also, first I will explain you A and then we will go for B. Why? Because if I am explaining both at a time means, right, there is some sort of confusion. That is why first I will explain A, then I will go for B. See this, first A. Find the distance of the third bright fringe on the screen from the central maximum for wavelength 650 nanometers. I will repeat once again. Find the distance of the third bright fringe. Find the distance of the third number is important. Find the distance of the third bright fringe on the screen from the central maximum for wavelength 650 nanometers. That is what 650 into 10 to the power of minus 9 meter. Minus 9 meter. Okay. So, here you observe carefully. This is what they have given D as 2 millimeters, right? D as 2 millimeters, and if you observe carefully, two values they have given, that is what given small d is equal to 2 millimeter and capital D is equal to 120 centimeters, right? So, we do not bother about these values, but these values are the part of question, and you know very well when we are substituting the values in the given formula, I used to tell many times all the physical quantities must be in one system of unit, and at the same time you know very well small d is the distance between the slits. Distance is separated by the two slits, otherwise distance between the two slits, and capital D is the distance from the two slits to the screen, right? You know where is the position of two slits and what is the position of source and what is the position of the screen, right? So, these and all we know from Young's experiment setup, right? Young's double slit experiment setup. So, small d is equal to 2 millimeters and capital D is equal to 120 centimeters. They have given as a part of question. So, the same thing we are writing here, that is what small d is equal to 2 millimeter and 2 into 10 to the power of minus 3 meter, and then capital D is equal to 120 centimeters, that is equal to 1.2 meter, 1.2 meter. And as usual, according to the question A, he is asking to take a light of wavelength 650 nanometers, that is what 650 into 10 to the power of minus 9 meters, right? Okay, in the question they have given another light of wavelength 520 nanometers, that also you can convert into meters, that is what 520 into 10 to the power of minus 9 meters, right? So it is not the thing, but the thing is here, this is what lambda 1 as 650 nanometers, that's we need to discuss about problem A. So see here, the formula for distance of the third bright fringe from the central maximum for wavelength 650 nanometers is, right? So in the same class, in case of fourth problem, I told you, right? I told you the position of nth bright fringe, that is what xn is equal to n into d lambda by d. So n into d lambda by d means that is what n into capital D lambda by small d. There is lot of difference between capital D and small d, right? This is what small d is the distance between the two slits, and capital D is that is what the distance between the slits and the screen, right? So the distance of the third bright fringe from the central maximum for wavelength 650 nanometers is x3 is equal to 3d lambda 1, x3 is equal to 3d lambda 1 by small d, okay, is equal to 3 into 1.2 into 650 into 10 to the power of minus 9. It is what the wavelength, it is capital D is 1.2 meters now. So see this question, see the solution and according to the question, but in the question they have given as centimeters, that's we converted into meter, that is what 120 centimeter is equal to 1.2 meter. And similarly small d, that is what 2 millimeter is equal to 2 into 10 to the power of minus 3 meter. So anyhow we have to substitute all the values. All the values must be in one system of unit. I used to repeat many times, when we are going to substitute the physical quantities in one formula, all the physical quantities must be in one system of unit, whether it is CGS or SI, we need not to bother. So after getting the answer, if you want to convert, again you can convert into any system of unit, whether SI or CGS or other than that also. For example, here we are getting the answer in millimeters, right? So it is not SI, it is not the CGS of distance, it is the unit and smallest unit, right? So whatever he is asking, that you can convert, right? So 3 into 1.2 into 650 into 10 to the power of minus 9 divided by 2 into 10 to the power of minus 3, 2 into 10 to the power of minus 3, okay? So it is what if you do this mathematical process, that is what multiplying these things and dividing this one, right? So you will get it as 1.17 into 10 to the power of minus 3, 1.17 into 10 to the power of minus 3 meter, that is equal to 1.17 millimeter, 1.17 millimeter, okay? So finally distance of the third bright fringe, from the central maximum, for wavelength 650 nanometers is 1.17 millimeter, if you whether you are taking in meters, right, 1.17 into 10 to the power of minus 3, whether you are taking in, if you are taking in millimeters means it is 1.17 millimeter, right? Next, so we are going for B, see this. So it is B is what is the least distance from the central maximum where the bright fringes due to both the wavelengths coincide, right? See here, what is the least distance from the central maximum where the bright fringes due to both the wavelengths coincides, right? So he is asking the distance from the central maximum. You know when we are doing the X double slit experiment, right? So when the source of light is going to incident or is going to fall on the two slits, right? two slits acts as a two different sources, that is what coming from same sources, but here each slit act as a individual source, right? So then if you observe carefully what happens on the screen. So what about the central portion? What about the end portion, whether it is like along positive x-axis, and what about the bottom portion, that is what along negative y-axis, right? So what happens in that experiment we clearly know, right? Here he is asking what is the least distance from the central maximum where the bright fringes due to both the wavelengths coincide. Okay, right. Say this. B. Suppose at any distance x from the central maximum. Suppose at any distance x from the central maximum we have, what is that? N1 beta 1 is equal to N2 beta 2. N1 beta 1 is equal to N2 beta 2. That we can write it as. Okay, so what is beta 1? You know, the formula, the very important formula for NEET and mains point of view also. Beta is the fringe width, that is d lambda by d. So okay, I'll repeat clearly. Capital D lambda by small d. Okay, right. So N1 into capital D into lambda 1 by small d, and N2 into, that is what, capital D and lambda 2 by small d, right? So these will get cancelled, no? Capital D, small d will get cancelled because we are not changing when doing the experiment. Here in this problem when we are doing this, that is what, when we are checking this, we didn't change the distance from the screen to two slits. At the same time, we didn't change the distance between the two slits. That is the reason here these two are constant in case of both. That is what we can cancel out. Then the resultant will be N1 lambda 1 is equal to N2 lambda 2. N1 lambda 1 is equal to N2 lambda 2. This is the final thing here. Next, the bright fringes will coincide at the least distance x. Suppose, for example, the bright fringes will coincide at the least distance x if N2 is equal to N1 plus 1, right? The bright fringes will coincide at the least distance x if N2 is equal to N1 plus 1. So this value we are writing again here. This is what that only he is asking. No, the question is where the bright fringes due to both the wavelengths coincide. So here will both the things will coincide when N2 is equal to N1 plus 1. When N2 is equal to N1 plus 1. For example, N1 is 1 means N2 is 2. For example, N1 is 3 means N2 is 4. So 1 is greater, that is what, N2 is equal to N1 plus 1. Write down this value in this equation so that N1 lambda 1 is equal to N1 plus 1 into lambda 2. N1 plus 1 into lambda 2, right? So substitute the values now. That is what, 650 into 10 to the power of minus 9, that is 1 wavelength, and that is what, 520 into 10 to the power of minus 9 this side. So N1 into 650 into 10 to the power of minus 9 is equal to N1 plus 1 into, that is what, 520 into 10 to the power of minus 9. So do the mathematical process. 10 to the power of minus 9 will get cancelled and 0 will get cancelled, and here there is N1 plus 1. So if you complete this process, you will get it as N1 is equal to 1. N1 is equal to 1. Okay, and he is asking what is the least distance? What is the least distance from the central maximum where the bright fringes due to both the wavelengths coincide? Okay, right. We know very well, that is what, N1 value we know, but we want to find the required distance. So hence the required distance is x is equal, it is the general formula, you know, x is equal to N1 into capital D into lambda 1 divided by small d, that is equal to 4 into 1.2 into 650 into 10 to the power of minus 9 divided by 2 into 10 to the power of minus 3, that is what, meters. Then finally complete this calculation. then you will get it as 1.56 into 10 to the power of minus 3 meter, that is equal to 1.56 mm, 1.56 millimeters, right. So 1 millimeter is equal to 10 to the power of minus 3 meter now, so that it is 1.56 mm, okay. That is what we had regarding this problem, right. Okay. In this class we discussed 3 problems. In first problem we found, according to the given information, we found the wavelength of light used in the experiment, and in the second, that is what, in this class second problem means it is fifth problem. So in fifth problem we found, that is what, intensity of light at a point where the path difference is lambda by 3, right. In the next problem, that is what, sixth problem, we calculated, that is what, in first case there are 2 things, A and B. In A we calculated distance of the third bright fringe on the screen from the central maximum for wavelength 650 nanometers, and in B we calculated the least distance from the central maximum where the bright fringes due to both the wavelengths coincide. It was 1.56 millimeters, okay, right. So in the next class we will continue with the 7th problem. Thank you.